and welcome to this week's episode of NC Sports Report, Smoky Mountain Conference Report, or as we like to joke around here, FYN and Friends.
Yeah.
Yes.
Been waiting all day to say that.
Only while we have Lauren with us.
Only while I'm here. Now, when I leave, we're not FYN and Friends, but when I come back, I bring the FYN and Friends with me.
Yeah.
Yes.
But last week, we took a week off to go out and trick-or-treat, enjoy some Halloween candy, and then the week before that, if you missed it...
Yeah, Scott forgot to take off his costume.
Yeah. Man.
I thought I'd get that in before he did.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you missed it the week before, we had a special broadcast here. We celebrated head coach of the Murphy Bulldogs, David Gentry, for achieving 413 career wins and becoming the winningest head coach in North Carolina high school football history. So if you missed that live, definitely go check that out. On our YouTube channel is FYN TV Fletcher News. Now, before we go any further, I do want to say thank you to Circuit World of Murphy for letting us broadcast here each and every week. We really appreciate them. And guys, I know last week we took the week off, so we didn't get to do some picks, but what I was planning to do is I'd just go ahead and talk about who won where, if that's all right with y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start off with Bulldogs. Murphy, 50-6 over Cherokee.
Mm-hmm.
Robbinsville, 28-7 over Andrews. Sorry, Scott.
Let me give you an update on that Murphy score.
Okay.
The varsity won 42-0. The JVs won 7-6.
No.
Just to add a little bit of extra info in there.
Yeah.
And like I said, the Black Knights of Robbinsville won 28-7 over the Andrews Wildcats. Swain County 60-0 over Gladiator Sports Academy, and then Hayesville 35-10 over Rosman. And now we are in Smoky Mountain Conference 1A, and I'm not forgetting, guys, that we call it, or y'all call it conference up here. I got to keep that in the back of my mind too.
Yes,
I'm getting familiar with that. I haven't called it the other word recently. I call it conference. But the standings in the Smoky Mountain Conference 1A are Rosman and Murphy tied at that first place spot.
Robbinsville.
Yeah,
and Murphy.
Robbinsville, yeah, not Rosman.
Not Rosman.
Why did I write Rosman right there? Man, Robbinsville and
That
Murphy.
That is far from
You are
Robbinsville as
exactly
get.
right, and I'm looking at this now. I'm like, why did I mix that up? Robbinsville and Murphy tied for that first place spot, 5-0 in the region, and then conference. Swain County and Hayesville tied for that third place spot with a conference record of 3-2. Andrews in the fifth place spot with a conference record of 1-4. Cherokee 1-5, and then Rosman. This one is actually Rosman down there with a conference record of 0-5. So a lot of big games coming up this week for several of our teams up here.
Well, in a moment of saying something good, the only team that the Mighty Eagles of East Henderson beat is Rosman.
Okay. That ain't saying a whole lot.
No, I know. Let's have to throw that out there.
Did you go to the Robbinsville Andrews game last night?
I did not.
You did not go.
I was out of town.
Okay.
But from what I understand, I thought that we actually looked pretty good. I think there's been some changes, a few changes, a few kinks thrown in here and there, and I think we played pretty good. I think it was.
Evidently, you played better Swain did on Monday.
Well, yeah, we played better Swain did on Monday night. I think there's been some, I think maybe the score on that game might have been a little bit deceiving. It might have been a little closer than what it was.
No, the Swain Robbinsville game was not close.
No.
The
Andrews Robbinsville game, I think, might have been a little closer. With a couple of different plays. At a couple of plays turned out different ways.
I went to that Monday night game. Swain didn't get off the bus. Just plain and simple.
I was surprised at the lackluster play. That I just thought that would be a close game. I thought it'd be competitive, and I really thought that game could.
Swain didn't show up.
I know.
They did not show up.
I picked Swain in that.
No, they did have their leading rusher out. He was out. He had got hurt in the Murphy game, and he hadn't recovered by the time they played Robbinsville that next week. I understand they had an end out as well.
Yeah.
One of their starting defensive ends, and supposedly there was some locker room annex after the Murphy game that took place, and I think that may have caused some problems. But from the sound of the score this week, they got it all straightened out.
Well, they were playing the Gladiators.
Well, that's true.
The Murphy Mites could beat the Gladiators.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
Okay. Midgets.
maybe, yeah, okay.
You say it. You get no credit for me for beating the Gladiators.
But talking back about the games this week, you've got one game in. I think they play in Hayesville, right?
Yeah, Swain and Hayesville.
That determines 3 and 4. The
It
winner of that
does.
game will be 3.
Swain is unbeknownst to me, and kind of quietly, they won like 7 games.
Yeah, they were undefeated before they played us.
Yeah, they're won like 7 games. That's pretty. That's pretty good.
They were undefeated before they played us.
I mean, that's a big turnaround.
Do you know why Robbinsville's undefeated?
Because they hadn't played you.
They haven't played us yet.
Yeah.
And there you go. That explains it. Well, I'm going to get out of the way here. We're going to take our first break, and when we come back, these guys are going to have several callers on the line, and we'll be right back here for more of the Smoky Mountain Conference Report.
Takes down Carolina, and the Bourbon Paladins have defeated
The underdog. The long shot. The nobody from nowhere, never gonna happen in your dreams, kid. 100 to 1 shot. We know something about that. That putting your feet on that path to greatness and grinding it out day after day is a long, long road that can lead you to the promised land. And that's why we believe. We're with you every step of the way.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Welcome back. And, of course, Friday night, it's for all the marbles at Murphy High School, David Gentry Field, Bob Henderson Memorial Stadium, as the Robbinsville Black Knights come into town to invade Bulldog country. And with us on the phone here tonight is the winningest coach in the state of North Carolina, Mr. David Gentry. How you doing, Coach?
I'm doing good, JR, and you?
Doing good, doing good. How was practice this week?
I thought we had a good week of practice. Had a real good Wednesday practice. We had to practice inside today, and so it was a little, you don't get the full workout inside. We do as much as we can, and but I thought we practiced real well Wednesday, and that's our most important practice for preparing for any week's opponent.
Coach, this is a very familiar spot for the Murphy Bulldogs, playing the last game of the regular season and usually for the conference championship. Now, 9 times out of 10, before the schedule was messed around with years back, that was always Murphy and Swain, and that usually decided the conference championship. But Robbinsville sort of got into the mix the last 5, 6, 7 years, and you're facing a real tough team, probably the best rushing attack in Western North Carolina, if not North Carolina.
Yeah, they're a very good football team. They got, 2 good running backs, and Riley Anderson and Lex Hooper. And they got a good offensive defensive line. So they've been undefeated. So any team that goes 10-0 is going to be good, and especially if they go 10-0 and play in this league. And they beat Smoky Mountain, and some other teams outside the league. So their resume is real good, and they're a real good football team.
Coach, when you're playing a team like this, they're 10-0 and everything's on the line. It's it's the game. How do you keep your players grounded and keep them focused on the task at hand?
Well, I don't really know the answer to that question. The exception of they've been there before. These kids have, except our sophomores, and we brought our sophomore up last year, and they were on our team throughout the playoffs last year. So they really know how we prepare for big games and know how to take them. Know how to prepare for them. It's a learned process. It's not a magic formula you do. We always respect our opponent a whole lot, no matter who we're playing. We got a big game. We just asked our kids if they play hard every play, and so that's the most important thing. It's if they play hard every play, then we think we're going to be all right.
Coach, if we're strapping up that black and gold uniform on a Friday night, you don't have to do a whole lot of motivation for this game, do you? You just sort of throw the ball out there, right?
Well, I don't know about that. I think the community here, I'm sure it is in Robbinsville. Anytime you got a big game, 2 teams playing for as much as we're playing for, the community's involved, and those kids, when they go to church, when they go to the grocery store, when they get out, when people talk to them, they know what's going on, and we don't have to, say a lot to them. I mean, I asked them Monday, they were going to get ready, and they said it's Robbinsville week, and so that's just the way it is.
Yes, sir. Coach, I know you don't like to do this, and really, but have you looked over the ADMs, figure out where the split's going to be this year, or about where it's going to be?
We have looked over them. Other people probably have looked over them. We've looked at them. My wife does a lot of work with them. She always has. And we look at them and try to figure out who's going to make the playoffs, who's not. And there's a lot of projections out there. So
right.
If you want a projection, you just get on the internet. You're going to find your own projection. And if you don't like that one, keep hunting. You might find one you like. Yeah. So
okay. Any scenario there where we could end up in a big 1A instead of a little 1A this year?
I don't know. There probably is. And I don't know it. I think community school of Davison might be one that would turn some 1A to 2A or 2A to 1A where they make it. And I don't know, there might be some others. What a lot of people don't look at, you really have to know how the North Carolina High School Athletic does their brackets. So if you know how then you can pretty well figure out closely You know, you got to take all number ones and seed them, all number twos and seed them, and all number threes and seed them. And then after that, you seed all the max preps, the rest of the max preps. So you got to figure all that out, but you can't figure it all out because of why?
Because of max preps.
Well, no, you could.
But the games haven't been played yet.
The fat lady has not sang.
Yeah, the games haven't been played yet. Right.
Yeah, and the fat lady is not. She ain't sang yet. So when she sings after tomorrow night, you'll be able to figure it out.
When will that be? When will the pairings for the playoffs, win or lose? When will that come out? When will we know?
Saturday.
Saturday. Usually Saturday morning. Sometimes Saturday morning. If they get them right, you know, they'll put preliminary brackets out first. Then somebody will challenge it. If they feel like they got a challenge somewhere, well, I beat this team. This team was seated ahead of me. We finished ahead of them in the conference. You know, when you get all those challenges out, then they'll put the final bracket out. And we've been through this a lot of times, as you well know. You know, we think we're playing somebody Saturday morning at 10 o'clock or 10:30, and Saturday
afternoon it changes.
People say, okay, let's change film. And then you find out an hour or 45 minutes later that bracket's no good. You got another bracket out. Well, we're playing somebody else. So you know, you just got to wait till that final bracket comes out and go from there. Yeah. So that's what you got to do on that.
Coach, any injuries this week to speak of? Are we healthy going into this game?
Well, I think we're about as healthy as we can be. You know, we have Brady Satterfield. I think he'll definitely feel a little bit more reps this week than he's had. You know, he's got a torn ACL, and he's going to be he'll play as many reps as he can. We don't know how many that'll be, but we hopefully he can make it through the ball game. And I think everybody else right now is pretty well healthy. You never know. We were just talking about it. We had a team dinner tonight, and we never know who's going to have that stomach virus in the morning, and so we've had several kids that's missed practice this week because they've had the stomach virus. So I never worry about a kid on Monday and say, I got stomach virus or home throwing up. I can't come. That's okay. Or Wednesday. But when you got to worry about it, it's Friday morning. So
right.
That's just something that you got to deal with every day. If somebody comes in on Friday morning with a stomach virus, that's kind of bad news. That's when your problems hit. But right now, going into Friday morning, we're pretty good.
That's good news for sure, Coach. This Robbinsville team, they like to stretch you out on the ends, and they'll try to run up the gut on us too. But their bread and butter's been on the sweeps or option tosses from their quarterback. Quarterback does a pretty good job of running that option.
Yeah, he does all right. I think they're more of a counter team than they are a sweep team. They like the counters with Riley Anderson, and they like the bug sweep and the counters and the traps with Lex, and the traps when wing fold with him. Those the two fullback plays are the traps and the wing fold. And Riley he really likes the counters and he will sweep the ball, and he's very quick. They're very quick and fast, and we got to contain them outside in.
Sounds like a whole lot like our offense, Coach, with the counters, traps, and buck sweeps.
Well, they run similar offense. I mean, D's been there. He's run. That's part of the wing T. When they're in a T formation, they run buck sweep, they run trap, and they run. They call it wing fold. We call it cross. So that's three of our main plays. That's a staple of our offense. They run that too. Just run a little bit different way, and so. And then he's got the I formation, and everybody like us has got the spread. They do a little bit of different things in each one of those.
Okay, Coach. Well, we hope everybody stays out of the bug department by in the morning, at least till Saturday morning, so they can have a weekend to recover.
Yes. I think we'll have a pretty good crowd there.
I think we'll have a very good crowd there. Yes, sir. I think it might be a little crowded.
It might be a little crowded there tomorrow night. So, and that's good. That's good. It'll be another real good atmosphere to play football in. The Swain atmosphere was real good.
I understand you're doing Armed Forces Night too tomorrow night.
We're going to salute the Armed Forces. There's been Veterans Day tomorrow. Is it Veterans Day tomorrow or Monday?
Monday, I believe.
Monday,
yeah, but we're celebrating tomorrow at school. We got a Veterans Day program, and so we decided to go ahead and salute the veterans this last game. We always try to do something special on each game. We thought that'd be good on this game.
Okay, Coach. What's going to be the extent of that Friday night?
Well, we're just going to salute it. We sold some T-shirts, some camouflage T-shirts with Americans flags on it, and it was really a neat T-shirt. We sold out almost immediately. Went on sale.
Okay, tell me, because we're not wearing them camouflage uniforms tomorrow night, are we?
No, we are not.
Thank you, sir.
We're not going to do that. We'll be in our basic black uniforms.
Back in black. That's where we need to be.
Yeah, we're back in black tomorrow night.
All right, Coach. Good luck tomorrow night. I'll see you then.
Okay.
thanks, Coach.
You're welcome. Thank you, Scotty.
Bye-bye.
And he was talking there. They've got to keep them. They got to keep them in front of them.
Well, yeah.
That's basically they've got to keep those backs in front of them. That's going to be the key. And if you can slow down their running game,
I think you want to make Robbinsville throw the ball.
that would be the quarterback is adequate at throwing the ball, but they don't like to do it. They do it when they have to.
But the quarterback is not Riley Anderson.
No, sir, he's
That
not Riley.
kid's talented.
Well, I'm
I
going
mean,
to tell you
he's
something.
good.
You don't overlook Lex Hooper either.
Yeah, he's good too. They got two.
And if I'm not mistaken, Anderson's a senior and Hooper is a junior this year.
I think it's backwards. It may be backwards.
I think Anderson's a senior.
He may be. He's been there a long time.
And I think Hooper's a junior this year. And
I think, yep, you're right. I read about it tonight.
we'll talk a little bit more about it after this break.
Okay.
Wofford takes down Carolina, and the Bourbon Paladins have defeated the defending
The underdog. The long shot. The nobody from nowhere, never gonna happen in your dreams, kid. 100 to 1 shot. We know something about that. That putting your feet on that path to greatness and grinding it out day after day is a long, long road that can lead you to the promised land. And that's why we believe. We're with you every step of the way.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblet, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
And we're back here, and let's talk about the Murphy-Robbinsville matchup tomorrow night. Robbinsville has probably got the better running attack of the two. I'm just with the 2 backs they've got.
Is that only because they have 2 backs, or is it because they
have 2 very exceptional backs?
Right.
We've got an exceptional back and a couple of real good backs.
Right.
But they're not fully matured yet. I mean, they got another year to grow. Rathburn's a junior, and Chandler Wood, he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
I mean, you got one senior back there. They've got 2 basket backs that have been playing together for 3 years.
Right.
So I'll give them that. Okay, line. If we were healthy, I think we beat them hands down. But with the minor injury, the injuries they're playing through, I'll break it about even.
I think Robbinsville's pretty good up front.
Well, we're not bad up front either.
I know.
Okay. So I'll give the lines about even, Stephen, there. Defensive backs, I think we're beating them hands down. Receivers, I think we're beating them hands down. Quarterback, I think we're beating them hands down.
Yeah.
Here's the keys to the game. Murphy has got to keep Anderson and Hooper in front of them. They're going to get some yards.
Yep.
But they got to keep. They can't give them a bunch of
big plays.
Big plays. Okay. They got to keep them in front of them. Second thing is, for Robbinsville, they're going to. D. Walsh in his years past has always had a tendency to try to take one thing away from you, and he will sell out to do it. He will try to take the Murphy running attack away. Because,
as I would do if I was playing against Murphy.
But now, what a lot of people are overlooking, Murphy's receiving corps is pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
They hadn't had to use them this year. The one game they did need to use them, Rumfeld was his third varsity game of the year, and he was still growing. He has got better every week.
He has improved every week.
He's got better every week, and I think the passing. Number one, I don't think they'll completely stop Murphy's running attack, but I think the passing game is going to make them play it honest. Mm-hmm. And if Murphy makes them play it honest, it makes them cover the pass and the run. I don't think it'll be close.
I think if I were playing Murphy, I would do my best to stop Devontae Murray. That kid right there, he's leading Western North Carolina in rushing, some 1,500 yards for the year, and if you can't stop him, you're not going to beat.
Well, now there have been teams that have sold out to do that,
and they can't.
Well, not completely.
He's got 1,500 yards. Nobody can stop him.
But now there's a back that's being overlooked here, and he's been overlooked all year because he hadn't really shined, because he hadn't had to. You got a wing back here that can outrun everybody on the field, including Anderson and including Hooper.
Who's that?
Justice Dorsey.
Yeah.
He's also a great athlete.
He also catches balls good out of the
Yes.
backfield.
You also have another wide receiver there, the first year playing, he's got better as the seasons went along. Abram Abley. And that's not even talking about Peyton McCracken.
Yeah.
Peyton McCracken made a catch at Cherokee that should have been on ESPN Sports Center.
Right.
Rumfeld laid it out there, and he just – I don't know how he caught it. I swear to this day I don't know how he caught it, but he did.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, I agree with you on a lot of things you're saying, except for the part I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think Murphy's going to win.
I don't either.
I think Murphy's going to win, but I think it could come down. It could come down to special teams.
Yes, but I think Gentry sort of neutralized that side of it because, especially the team that's got two speedy return men like Robbinsville does, they'll never get a chance to return it. It'll be on the 35 every time.
Yeah.
He'll kick it out of bounds every time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
too bad. Too bad Foster Strapp's not here to kick it out of the end zone.
Yeah, Foster Strap kick it out of the end zone every time.
Yeah.
Is he still at Wake Forest?
No.
Okay.
He graduated.
All right. Anyway, we got to move on, and we're going to take a break, come back, and talk to James Phillips of Andrews because he's playing for the number 3 or 4 spot.
Fourth spot, I think.
He's playing, no, if he wins, he's got 3rd spot.
No.
4th spot. You're right. 4th spot. So the Mighty Wildcats going for 4th spot tomorrow night?
There could be 5th spot.
Only if Hayesville beats Swain, and I don't think it's going to happen.
Yes, Hayesville's not going to beat Swain.
Okay.
Wait, I gave away my pick.
and you know, we were talking before about a little college football, and we'll throw this in here while we're sitting here. And Brian over there, he's a Big Ten guy. I mean, I can tell he's a Big Ten guy. We explained to him what we call the Big Ten.
Yeah, he's a Big Ten guy.
That's that slow conference up north.
Yeah. But Penn State does have the coolest uniforms in football. I'll give them that.
Brian, they did have an Ohio State logo. This is before they beat Alabama that one year, I think. They had an Ohio State logo. It had the big Ohio State logo, and it had record against the SEC, 0-12.
Not to mention Clemson.
Let's take that break, get Coach on the phone.
All right.
Now.
Wait, go ahead and take a break.
Well, no, wait a minute. Let's talk about the Alabama LSU game first. My prediction: if Tua is fully healthy, can go full speed, Alabama will win. If he is not, they will lose.
I'm picking LSU.
I don't think LSU's been tested.
Got a break.
We'll go
be
to
back
break
in a few minutes.
Wofford takes down Carolina, and the Furman Paladins have defeated the defending
The underdog. The long shot. The nobody from nowhere, never gonna happen in your dreams, kid. 100 to 1 shot. We know something about that. That putting your feet on that path to greatness and grinding it out day after day is a long, long road that can lead you to the promised land. And that's why we believe. We're with you every step of the way.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblet, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Welcome back, Mr. Fletcher. I yield the floor to you and Coach James Phillips.
Well, thank you. Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Doing good, guys. How are y'all?
We're doing good. Listen, senior night tomorrow night at Hugh Hamilton Stadium. I think you got, what do you got, 4 seniors? Two or 3?
5 seniors.
5 seniors.
5 seniors.
Probably there last night playing at Andrews, unless we get a home playoff game.
Right.
Tell us about the emotions of going through that and getting these kids prepared to play that game.
Well, it's something that we've talked a lot about this week, and you may be right. I think we are at 4 seniors. It's a small senior class, but it's a great bunch of kids, even though there's 4 of them, and it's just been there are 5. I was doing the math in my head. And as we progress this week, it's gotten a little more emotional for us. Today was probably the most emotional part, because they were all 5 elected captains tomorrow night, and which was really awesome by the team and our coaches. So to recognize them, and a lot of the kids were pretty emotional, and I feel like the team's highly committed to playing for those boys tomorrow night.
I just want to know, is Holloway graduate this year?
Nope.
So those good JV players are moving up, and Holloway's still going to be quarterback next year.
Yes.
Yeah. We had 17 freshmen move up. So
your Pickens just got a lot better, didn't they?
Yeah. There was we went from 23 to 40. So
I tell you, I will say this: I got excited when I looked out there and saw the JV kids last week. We were sitting up in the press box, and the Wood brothers looked at me and said, man, we got a players. I said, man, we look like a football team now. Look at all these kids out there. We look like a 4A school. That's great.
Well, it's like a small army. We probably got as many kids right now as anybody in Western North Carolina. So it's there's a lot of juniors and a lot of freshmen right there. There's 2 classes remind me a lot of each other.
Which is really phenomenal, and to me, it says a lot about the program that you're building and the way you do things and the way your coaching staff does things. People forget we've got 207 students.
Yeah.
And when you have 40 kids out there, and you've only got 207 students, I went to East Henderson. I don't know math, but doesn't that sound like 20% of your student population is playing football?
It's about 12%. 12.4%.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to pull, and we've talked about this a little bit in the past. I feel like coming in, we had to pull at least, twice, what Murphy and Swain, and teams like that do from their population, just so we can be, have the numbers to be a competitive football team. So, yeah, it takes a lot of work.
Well, I will say this: it has been competitive football this year. It's been fun to watch. It's been exciting for me up in the box. I know the fans are excited. I think the kids have enjoyed it. How do you what do the playoff? I know we got to beat Rosman tomorrow night. Don't want to look ahead of that, but what are our chances of making the playoffs this year?
Well, just from poking around with North Carolina High School Athletic Association, and a couple of contacts down there in the last 3 or 4 years being at Andrews, and tried to inquire when our volleyball team was on the bubble there, and they're usually pretty helpful about kind of giving us some general areas about where we're at, and if we we obviously got to take care of business tomorrow night, and with Rosman, and then there's a high probability that we could actually end up hosting a playoff game next Friday. So nothing's guaranteed, but there's a there's a good chance if we take care of business and take care of things on our end. I guess what I'm trying to say, that some good things could happen for our kids next week. So that's pretty exciting.
I see with the JVs that are up, I see different people on the field. People that were playing JV that are now playing a lot on varsity. How has bringing those kids up helped with your defense and your offense so far?
Well, we've had several kids. I'm telling you, from a practice standpoint, it's been daylight and dark. Because with 23 kids before they got up, and you get an injury here or a kid out sick, you don't have enough to mock up both sides, and sometimes one of us coaches has to step in and grab a shield or run a route or play quarterback or something. So, and these 17 freshmen moved up, and so many of them have been, more than eager to jump in. And I've been proud of the varsity kids, about, not browbeating them and physically punishing them. They've kind of welcomed them with open arms, and those kids get in and work every day. And, we've had, both Austin and Drew Martin stepped up, and both starting linebackers, and Isaac Weaver, has been playing some receiver for us, and actually, broke a long touchdown reception last week in Robbinsville for a touchdown. So, some of those kids are actually, major contributors on the field on Friday night. So,
well, you definitely noticed a difference. I guess that's about all we got tonight. Jay, got anything?
Well, Coach, I want to wish you luck tomorrow night, and I hope y'all do get to host a home playoff game. That's going to be the first in a while if you get to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be the first home playoff game, and I don't know, at least 5 years, maybe five, 6 years for Andrews. It just hasn't happened that often. It's obviously something we've been building towards.
Hey, Coach, I've just got one question for you. I want to know this. How did you slow Robbinsville down so good last Friday night?
Well, it's just really our kids. Our coaches, kids and coaches, they worked so hard last week, and I told the editor there, the Cherokee Scout, we didn't. Our mindset was never just to go over there and compete. We went over there trying to win, and that was our mindset, and that's really our kids' mindset. That's just Andrews football now. And
they put up real near 50 points on Swain the Monday night before they played y'all.
Yeah,
You held them to 28. That's a heck of a feat.
And Robbinsville's a good football team, and we didn't really play that well in the first half. And, we kind of got the kids settled down and made, a couple of adjustments at halftime, and, played them 7-7 there in the second half. And, I was proud of the kids' fight, and, that's kind of just who we are now. I think most teams know we're going to play hard, and, we're not going to quit, and our kids are scrappy. So I was proud of their fight.
Well, Coach, you got to be smiling about. You made some inroads this season, but you got to be smiling about next year with the talents you got coming back on this team.
Yeah, I'm excited about our junior bunch. There's 13 of them. And we've got a small sophomore class with about 6 kids, but there's some talent sprinkled in there, and then the JV conference champions this year in 9th graders. So Yeah, I mean, we just got to keep developing and the talent and keep working in the weight room. And, you know, I see better and better things on the horizon, yeah.
All right, Coach. Nice talking to you. Good luck tomorrow night.
All right, guys. Good luck to y'all, JR.
Thank you, sir. I'm afraid we'll need it.
All right. See you, Scott.
All right, Coach. See you.
All right, yep.
Well, you know, the Holloway kid and who else is on that junior class? The running is White a junior as well?
No, Landon's a senior, but Gavin's a junior. And then Austin, I guess the Martin boy, Austin or the other one of the Martin boys will take Landon's place, I'm sure, run it at fullback probably. But I think all of our wideouts are back.
And then you got that huge line coming off that JV team.
Yeah,
last year.
big line coming off the JV team. We're going to lose some line. We're going to lose probably Stillwell.
Yeah, but once you
lose
get
some big kids,
once
John
you
Downs.
once you get in there, it's not going to be shabby at all.
Well, the good thing about them is the good thing about those kids coming up is they know how to win.
Yes,
They've demonstrated that they can win,
and they've not tasted the weight room the way they'll taste it the rest of this year.
That's exactly right. And here's the story. They've stood toe to toe with Robbinsville JVs. They stood toe to toe with Murphy, and they stood toe to toe with Swain, and they came out on top on all three of those games. So they know how to win, and they know they can beat people.
Right.
And I think in my years at Andrews, that's been part of the whole problem right there. It's a lot of it was here. A lot of it was up between the two ears here. You know, deciding, hey, we can compete with that.
I talked to a coach, and I'm not going to mention his name. He's coached at another school besides Murphy. And we were talking about that this team had always had real good youth teams coming up, and then high school I said, what happens? He said, let me tell you the difference. He said, when a kid from that school comes down off the hill or comes down for a game, they hope they can win. He said, I don't care who Murphy's playing. They could be playing the Dallas Cowboys. When they come off the hill, they expect to win.
Well,
and that has
been true.
Yes.
That has been true in the past, but you don't coach, and I'm gonna give Swain some props here. You don't coach at Swain for 22 years like James Phillips did, and then come back to the school where you played and where you went to school, and not bring some of that Swain mentality back with you.
Right.
And he has instilled that toughness into our kids. And I remember several years ago, James wasn't the coach, watching us play Rosman, and I remember the play we quit on. And I haven't seen James Phillips' teams quit yet. Now, the first year he was there, we played some schools that brought tractor trailers for their band. Right. And when you've got 210 students, you don't need to be playing somebody with 80 people in a darn band, you know.
The only time I ever questioned Coach Gentry's judgment in scheduling somebody, I got to tell this story. We were playing 4A and 3A teams all over Georgia, whipping them, no problem. He schedules this little team out of Alpharetta, Georgia, named Chattahoochee. They are a 5A school in the state of Georgia. They had a kicking team. They had a punting team. They had an offense and they had a defense. And no players played on any team except for one. And they lost no talent level when they swapped those teams out.
Yeah.
They had a tackle that year, it should be a defensive end that year that started at Arkansas the next year. That's what kind of talent they had. And
is this where you tell me that Murphy beat them?
No.
Okay, just checking.
No.
I was just checking.
No, it was a long ride back from Alpharetta that night. That's all I can tell you. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back. Do a little picks, I guess, Scott.
Pick a time.
Time to
takes down Carolina, and the Bourbon Paladins have defeated
The underdog. The long shot. The nobody from nowhere, never gonna happen in your dreams, kid. 100 to 1 shot. We know something about that. That putting your feet on that path to greatness and grinding it out day after day is a long, long road that can lead you to the promised land. And that's why we believe. We're with you every step of the way.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
Hey, welcome back to the NC Sports Report, Smoky Mountain Conference Report, or as we like to joke about it around here, FYN and Friends. That's exactly right. Hey, BKP, have we got any audience comments tonight you want to share with us?
Absolutely. We've been following Facebook. You know, we do this on Facebook Live, Team FYN Sports. Let's get a couple out. Gary Thompson says, Knights quarterback deserves more credit.
Oh.
Well, that's what Gary said.
Okay.
Deserves some more credit.
All right. We'll give him credit.
All right.
And then we got a real simple one here. Clayton Cornwell, go Dogs. So that's what we have on Facebook Live tonight. We appreciate our viewers. Now back to you. And before we close, I did a little research. I want to talk about that slow Big East team before we close for JR, okay?
0-10 or 0-12, I think it was.
We'll go Big East team. Go ahead, guys.
All right.
No, we can't go back to the 50s and 60s, 50s and 40s now. I mean, we're talking about modern times.
Okay.
The last 20, 30 years, okay?
They were not wearing leather helmets, JR. Okay.
Just want to make sure.
All right. Well, we are going to go over our picks for this week. First of all, Cherokee has a bye. Who's picking the bye?
I'm picking the bye.
I'm picking the bye.
Cherokee. I'm picking.
No, Cherokee beat the bye.
Cherokee
Cherokee
beat
beat
I don't
the
know
bye.
anybody in bye.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go with next Rosman at Andrews.
Andrews.
Yeah,
Especially with the freshman at Andrews.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Andrews too. I like I said before, I like Coach Essenberg. He stepped into a situation kind of last minute and just never been able to catch up. I don't think.
I want to add one. Okay.
What's up?
East Henderson and Hendersonville.
I'm picking the Eagles.
Mighty Eagles.
The Mighty Bearcats.
Yeah, okay. I forgot my hat. I was going to bring it.
The Mighty Bearcats.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, here's one that'll determine that third place spot in the conference. Swain County at Hayesville.
Swain.
I really like what Hayesville's done this year. I got their helmet right there for decoration. But last year, Hayesville, this is the first time they've had a really good team in a really long time, and it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. I'm going with Swain.
All right. Now let me ask y'all something. In this conference, how many teams go to the playoffs?
4 or 5.
Depending on how many are in the conference.
Depending on how many other teams make it and what they are, and the teams that do make it.
Last year it was just 4.
You have a disparity of 1A teams in the western end of the state, so they either have to pull somebody out of the east to fill out the bracket, or let somebody else go to the playoffs. And we've had cases in the past where, for instance, Andrews would have to go play a number 1 seed on the coast. And let me tell you, that turned out.
Yeah.
Andrews was 5th in the conference. Finished 5th in the conference. Went and played.
Smoked them.
Yeah, went and played. I forget who.
I think it was the Bucket Elks, wasn't it?
No, it was somebody on the coast, on farther out. But they beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Wow. Alrighty then.
This is the premier 1A league in North Carolina.
This is the real deal.
This is the real deal.
38 out of the past 39 years, one of our teams has either played in or been champion of the state of North Carolina.
Wow. Tells you a little bit about Smoky Mountain Conference.
Yes.
Is this where I can get my Penn State thing in?
Hold on,
No,
one more.
Not yet.
Oh, we got another one?
You got one more. Last one to determine the first place spot. Robbinsville at Murphy.
Dogs.
Oh, of course. I could have guessed that one.
Well, I'm not going to be just like him and just be biased about it. But I am going to tell you that I think Murphy's going to win this one too.
All right.
And I think it's going to be a close game. And I think
I think whoever wins, it's going to be a close game.
I do too.
I think this is going to be a dogfight to the very end. And folks, if you want to see it, you better get there early.
Packed house. I love those kind of games. Well, you guys picked the same ones this week, so.
No, we didn't. We had one difference.
We had one
Well,
difference.
but-
I picked the Eagles. He picked the Bearcats.
Okay, but out of the Smoky Mountain Conference, y'all.
Yeah, but we got to make that Eagle a Henderson.
All right. I'll add that back in later.
You know
We'll throw another one out there.
Okay, throw another
Oh
one.
boy.
Brevard and Pisgah.
Brevard and Pisgah. I am going with Mick Galloway, athletic director, vice principal at the Brevard High School. Used to be the basketball coach at Rosman. I'm going with his Blue Devils.
The Bears. The Bears.
You're going with the Bears.
The Bears.
Where's it at?
It seems to be there's a lady by the name of Lisa Fletcher,
Oh Lord.
and she seems to be saying Bearcats. Now, I don't know this person. I've never heard of this person. It's just a viewer.
Hey, she went to a school that didn't have a football team.
The Bearcats. So Lisa is in on the picks
Her
tonight.
opinion of who's going to win a football game doesn't even count. Her school didn't even have a football game.
Okay, so I don't know. I got a little gray hair, so I could be wrong. It might have been somewhere around 1987. Okay, Vinny Testaverde was setting all the records, lighting it up, the fastest, more yards than anybody, all these great receivers, and he ends up in the Fiesta Bowl against Joe Pa and Penn State, and I think Kerry Collins was the quarterback at that time, 1987. So I'll never forget this. They're going out on the field, and a reporter catches Joe Pa, Joe Paterno, Penn State, and they said, Coach, how are you going to stop Vinny Testaverde? He's setting all these records, got all these great receivers, and Joe Pa looked at her and said, we're going to hit him so hard, they're going to wish they never caught the football. They did, and it was 14-10 Penn State. And that night, Vinny Testaverde and Jimmy Johnson of Miami Hurricanes wished they had never tried to catch that football with linebacker you.
Are you a Penn State fan?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you're going to lose your coach to Florida State. James Franklin, this is my prediction, is going to Florida State.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And before you come on down south and take a whipping, you're going to take one in Columbus, Ohio.
Well, wait a minute. I do believe Ohio State's overrated. I do not think I don't think Penn State's number one. I don't think they are. I don't think they're number one.
Let me tell you what's
LSU's going to beat Alabama. These are my picks. LSU will beat Alabama. If Georgia can win the SEC, they will get a shot at number one. And still yet, Clemson is undefeated.
And they're still number 5.
Right.
But they won't be after next weekend.
Probably not. Oh, what little parting shot for you there. Okay.
Why does it have to be a parting shot?
When Penn State plays Ohio State,
Yes.
do you know what's going to be the difference in that ball game?
What's the difference in that ball game?
That quarterback from Georgia.
Okay, I got a parting shot.
Everybody gets a parting shot?
Parting
Go.
shot. My main man, Ronald Reagan High School, Noah Haynes, called up to the varsity, 10th ranked team in the state. He'll be playing varsity football Friday night. Are you listening, Catamount coaching staff? That's all I got to say.
Guys, it's after 8, so
Reagan
whoever wants to
Raiders
say
tonight?
goodnight,
Reagan Raiders.
I love that so much.
Ronald
Reagan-
Reagan everybody.
Ronald Reagan Raiders.
give them your spiel there.
Yes,
Lauren.
I'll give them their spiel real quick. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching this week's episode of NC Sports Report, Smoky Mountain Conference Report. Here with me, Lauren Hunter, voice of the Andrews Wildcats, Scott Fletcher, and voice of the Murphy Bulldogs, J.R. Carroll. Now, also want to thank Circuit World of Murphy for letting us broadcast here live. And also don't forget to follow us on Team F1 Sports, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for score updates and more tomorrow night. And one more thing, JR.
One update.
One more. Hold on 1 second.
I got a new sound system, too.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you're up to standard, as we are at Hugh Hamilton Stadium.
Also, don't forget, Monday morning, watch my show live on Team F1 Sports Facebook page. Instant replay with Lauren Hunter, 10 a.m. Monday morning. All right. Have a good night, everyone, and have a great weekend.